Alright, so now we're in AdWords and I'm going to show you how to set up an in-stream ad. It's quite interesting. You'll get to enjoy it. So as you click on, as you head to AdWords, you'll land on this page, which is the first page, the front page. Just click on Add a Campaign. Now, if you don't see this, you should maybe perhaps scroll down on the left bar and you should see Google AdWords for video, which is the one we're using. So click on, oh no, it's right here. Click on campaign and head to video. Then wait for everything to load, excuse me. So now we need to set up the video as an in-stream ad. So the campaign name, this is for your own reference. Do keep that in mind. No one's going to drill on that, and your customers as well as Google won't be able to see it. Well, Google will of course be able to see it, but they don't really care, I think. So this example ad, because I'm going to have to remember that it's an example ad, or else I'm going to run it and spend money on it, which is stupid. So type video. Alright, this video standard ads driving views, awareness, and conversions. That's it. You can load existing settings from another campaign if you want. Now, honestly, doesn't really matter. Budget. This is where things get a bit messy in your head. It got a bit messy in mine. See, the thing is, you want to put enough money in this to get some data, right? You want to be able to see that you have X number of clicks and whether or not they convert. So now if you have a high ticket offer, so if you're promoting an offer that has a payout of $100, or you're selling your own product and it has a payout of $100, then, if you spend less than $100 and you get clicks, then you'll never know whether or not you would have made a profit if you stop running it before you reach $100. For example, if you make $100 every time you invest, $100 with your payout, and every time you invest $70 on average, you get a sale. That's a 30% return on your investment. That's not bad. I mean, if you invest $70 every day, you're going to make $30 every day. Pretty cool. But you do need to spend. If you go ahead and you spend $50 and you don't make a conversion, then you'll never know whether or not you convert. So that's why I like starting with low payouts. Because, for example, if you have an offer that pays out $2 and you run $800 in ads and it doesn't convert, then it's time to either dramatically change something or just drop it. Okay, probably drop it, to be honest. So that's going to be up to you. Remember to never put in more here that you can afford to lose, because you should always, even with my good advice, you should always think that you are going to lose that money. That's the worst case scenario. So honestly, a $10 a day budget is going to work just fine in the beginning. And as you keep ramping up, as you see good results, then it's going to be up to you to do that. So networks. Oh wait, let's just touch on delivery method. Standard or accelerated. Standards, you're going to spend $10 a day. Accelerated, you're going to spend your $10 within the first 5 minutes of day one. Okay. So network, that's going to be YouTube videos. So wait, no, YouTube search, excuse me. YouTube search and not YouTube videos. So location. Which location do you want to target or exclude in your campaign? That's going to be, again, up to you. Now, there's this thing, this technique where you buy a whole bunch of international clicks. They don't cost anything. Don't be surprised if they mainly come from India or someplace like that. But you're going to get a whole bunch of views, cheap views, okay? Now, the thing is, if you're selling a product, I would recommend you target every country, because someone who's going to land on your video, this is an in-stream ad, so people are going to be interested to begin with, and they're going to click on it by themselves. Okay, you don't have to force them to watch your video, which is happening with in-stream ads. And so as people click on your video, should be interested potentially in your product. So I would start by testing all countries, and if you do get your conversion pixel right, which I really suggest you do, by the way, and we're going touch on that later. If you get your conversion pixel in the right place and it works well, then you'll be able to see where the conversions come from. So if you target all countries and you see that most conversions come from Canada, then maybe try targeting only Canada, right? But if you have a CPA offer, or if you really want only the the top tier countries, then United States, New Zealand, Canada, Ireland, Australia, and United Kingdom are going to work well for you. So languages, this is not really relevant because if you're going to target English keywords, then you don't even have to change it. And changing it is probably going to mess things up. Devices. Look, your ads will show on all eligible devices by default. So in this course, we're by default talking about desktop traffic, but mobile traffic can convert too. Usually you have to kind of a bit tweak it around, but mobile traffic works really badly with most landing pages. So unless you've specifically tailored your ad to target mobile and desktop and tablet, we're going to decrease the bid by 100%. So that means that you're going to bid a certain amount on certain views, and then if you you're going to decrease that for mobile, so you're not going to get any mobile traffic. Advanced settings, that's when the ad starts, etc. If you leave it blank, it's going to start as soon as it's approved. And ad delivery, you can right here choose whether or not you want your ad to be seen multiple times a day to the same user. If you have a big budget, you might want to leave this blank. If not, you can limit this campaign to a set number of views per day to unique users. Let's say 1 view a day to each unique user. So that's it for the part 1 of the ad. In the next video, I'll cover part 2, which is going to be the setting up the ad and the creative. That's pretty interesting.